Sailing for the South Seas and the full sails are flying. 100 miles to the line and winds are dying. How long I will be here, I do not know. One thing I'm sure of, winds will blow. Hi, I would like to say a few words about a passage from Hawaii to Pacific Northwest. Most publications refer to that passage as a straightforward. That means when you leave Hawaii, you will have east-northeast winds, which are part of a trade winds, till you reach variables, and then a couple of days after that you will get a westerlies, and then you will turn eastward towards the land. Where in reality the trip can be quite a bit more difficult and tedious. Like I will show in our passage, in the first 4 days we had a very nice sailing and trade winds going straight north with 10 to 15 knots of wind. And after 4 days we got 3 days of near gale conditions blowing straight on our nose, which made us sailing northwest under reduced sails because we didn't want to make it too much westing, and we couldn't turn eastward because we didn't want to get stuck on a Pacific high. And after that we got about 5 days or almost no winds at all before winds turned back into northeast and we were able to continue back northward. Once we got westerlies, again they were not steady winds, but some of them will reach force of gale, 35 knots. And once we got close to Straits of Fuca, that is about 300 miles, we actually ran into near storm conditions, which we have to heave to for a couple of days. We were heading east. The winds and the swells was coming from a north, so it was on a beam. And actually we got a couple of times pooped, where we actually had waves running over our cabin. And last 20 hours we had no wind at all once we got covered by Vancouver Island, and we had to power, and due to our autopilot being broken, we had to stand behind the steering and steer, which was a very, very hard, probably the hardest part of the trip. But it will show you that to sail from Hawaii up to Pacific Northwest, you can expect anything. And the smaller boat you have, the harder it is.
To show you how quick the weather changes out here, all last night and this morning we had really, really light wind and the sea was almost totally flat. We thought that the wind was going to just die out completely. We were sailing last night maybe 2 to 2.5 knots all night, and then all of a sudden we got hit by a rain squall, and then the wind changed direction to more northeasterly direction, and now it's blowing maybe, what? 20 knots. So
Need some chops coming.
Conditions can change very quickly out here. It's pretty amazing.
At least we have a wind, and we're laying course of 325 degrees. So at least we make a northing and see what's going to happen. Otherwise, it's a nice, pleasant sailing day.
Yeah.
Here we are latitude 29 and a 159 longitude, and here we are approaching by a fishing boat. It's a really great day. We lost our beautiful sunshine from Hawaii, and now we have all overcast.
It's very rare when you're out in the middle of the ocean to see a boat so close. This fishing boat's out here out of Honolulu. I just talked to him on the radio and he asked if we were headed to Japan because we're heading northwest right now. We've got northeasterly winds and they're just not really cooperating too much, but it's a green boat.
We have a very pleasant sunny day, as you can see.
Doesn't look very sunny.
Actually it drizzles a little bit right now. But otherwise, it's very nice day. We have about 40 knots of wind, so we're slowly sailing on a course of 320 degrees, hoping for a winds change so we can do a little bit easting. But we still have plenty of time. We only allotted to 29, so we have still time. Just put the second reef in, so we set for a 2 night with all the Yankee jib in. So we have a full staysail and double reef main. So you're gonna have a comfortable, hopefully a comfortable night. While we're waiting for more favorable winds, this one kind of more or less on the nose. But still we're making a little progress. Overall, we're having a nice time. We got plenty to eat, plenty to love. Everything's good.
Well, we got our new roller furling up and it seems to be working well, except for it makes a weird little whistling noise when the wind picks up. But we have to adjust the angle of the block here. There was a little tiny bit of chafing, and our friend that was sailing down to Tahiti just had his roller furling line break, so got to keep an eye on it. So Jules is going to adjust the angle of it a little bit and see how that works out. So we're sailing along here about 2.5 to 3 knots. And we're right about latitude 30. Beautiful day out though today. Started out kind of bumpy and choppy, but the wind died and then it just came back, and it's very, very peaceful. Very nice sailing.
Today, after having French toast and a bacon for breakfast with a fine cup of coffee, here for lunchtime, Susan's gonna show what she's gonna make for us. It's kind of a little bit rolly here, so you kind of have to hang on to it, but I think we're gonna manage. Okay, Susan.
I'm trying to make something easy because it is really kind of rocky. I'm gonna make chicken salad. Have a can of chicken breast meat, small for 2 people, some onion, 1 hard-boiled egg, mayonnaise, mustard, relish, salt and pepper. It's pretty simple. Drain the chicken meat. I like to use a white chicken meat because just chicken breast is good. One of the only canned meats that I actually kind of like. Okay. Put that here. Okay, we're going to chop up our onion and our egg. Slices here of onion. Just here. Dice the onion small. Try not to cut your finger off in the process. Okay. Put that in there. Chop our egg up. Hard boiled. I always keep a couple hard boiled eggs. Good for just grabbing something if you're hungry too. So, salad. Whoa. All right. Now I will mix that all together and see. Just kind of a rough mixture. I like to leave the chicken kind of in little chunks so it's not all shredded up. Anyways. Okay, now we're going to put about a teaspoon of relish, sweet pickle relish. A little bit more. A little mustard, I would say probably a tablespoon of mustard. Mayonnaise. I would say 2 spoons of mayonnaise. Okay, mix it all up. Just put a little bit of salt and pepper to finish here. And have that with some bread. You can actually make a sandwich out of it or just have it on a plate. And
Show the bread, you made it.
This is my loaf I made earlier.
Okay, hang on, show it, I'm gonna zoom on it. So here you got a fine
A little flat top bread.
Okay.
And let's see, salt and pepper. Let's cover that with salt. A little fresh pepper. Okay. And so we'll put that on a little plate and serve it with bread. And
so all you're missing is a good appetite. So much for Chef Susan Galley.
Simpler meals of the day.
Another day lunch is taken care of.
Okay.
Give us a wave. 1 week out of Oahu, sailing northwest. Still waiting for our winds to turn more easterly so we can do better northward. And this is the way look ahead of us, northwest. And we came from a much dirtier place. That's where we come from, left behind.
Hey Jules, what's going on today?
It's the 9th day today, and after motor sailing last 24 hours to try to get out of the no wind area between latitude 30 and 32.
Yeah.
We finally today, right about noon, got our westerlies. It's reasonably light, going about 10 knots, but the squalls in between them, like right now one's coming, goes up to about 15-17 knots. That give us a nice sailing north-northeast, which is straight towards our destination. So we are very happy have our winds. I hope they're going to stay with us, because the westerlies, it's really kind of windy on it. And that's about the wisdom I can share with you.
Okay, are you sure that's it? Yeah. All right. I just noticed we have a little hitchhiker on our bowsprit. Cute. I think he's a booby. Here, he's trying to get a free ride. Look at him, hanging out on the bowsprit. He doesn't look very happy there either, with all this racket, sails flapping. There he is. Wonder how long he's gonna stay.
Looks like he likes our new roller furling he's testing out. It's pretty good actually. It looks like he's enjoying himself. Look at, he's examining my sail. He's an inspector.
Okay guys, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a comment and a thumb up. We love hearing from you. And before we leave, we'd like to thank all of you that support our channel through Patreon or PayPal. We really appreciate your support, guys, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.